Hi Scotties, it's Mrs. Ramirez. I wanted to do a quick video on the code we added today so that you know what to put into your final EDP project, okay? So what we added today was a home button. So there's no code on this home button, but we added it because we are gonna add some code to our main sprite. And so for that home button, we are going to switch the backdrop to another backdrop. So I'm calling that backdrop the home backdrop. Okay, so that's this line of code that I added right here on the top here. It says if touching home button, then switch backdrop to home. And then I added the go to XY so that my main sprite, my host sprite, will always start in the middle. Okay, that was something else we added to the top here. So this go to XY, and it's right here as well. That's big. I put that in there because I chose the spot I wanted Cassie to be in. So if you notice this block right here, when I move Cassie around, that number changes because it has like a grid on this background, I guess you can call it. There's a grid here that your sprite is moving around, and that tells the exact place. So I want her to always start in the middle. So we added that to the code. So we added a home button, with no code on that home button. To Cassie, or the host sprite, we added to go to the center, or wherever you want your sprite to start. And then I have that home button code that's right here. If touching home button, switch backdrop to home. It's this right here. I'm gonna try to move it so you see the top. If touching home button, then switch backdrop to home and go to the center, okay? For each of my button sprites, so for each of my button sprites, the ask, plan, imagine, create, and improve, I have the same code. I want the ask, plan, imagine, create, improve to hide during some backdrop switching. So if the backdrop is not on the home page, home backdrop, then I want it to hide. So if you notice here, I have backdrop switches to ask, hide, backdrop switches to plan, hide, and so on. The only one that's different is this one. When backdrop switches to home, I want that button to show. Okay. This code is the same code for the ask, plan, imagine, create, and improve sprite buttons. Now mine isn't completely finished because I didn't have time to finish it in class, but my ask button, that's what all of them, the code on this ask button is what all of these should have, okay? I think that was it. Oh no, sorry, we also added some other things, I almost forgot. We added some more text. So previously to this, for each backdrop switch, we said if touching a certain button like ask, we would switch the backdrop to ask. And I said, oh, just say right now this is the ask step. We added some additional text here. So we're gonna also say what that step is about. So what we took some notes from a video. So this is the ask step. And then we're gonna additionally say something like this. It means I need to identify a problem. That was the ask step, okay? You also have notes on this in your notebook. Then for each one of those, we're going to add additional information. Now mine isn't complete, but I do have two say buttons, or blocks, excuse me. So I already have two say blocks under each of these. So mine aren't filled in because you need to fill it in, right? So for this is the plan step right here. This step is when blah, blah, blah. You look at your notes and see. This is the imagine step. The imagine step is when blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you tell me when, or tell me what. This is the create step. The create step means, and so this one I actually don't have a say there, so I'm gonna go and put it just so I can kind of get ready to try to make my own later. For me, I like the order to be the backdrop switch, and then the two things I'm saying. Okay, and then I need to add a say down here. So again, I'm not gonna say hello, but I'm gonna switch that to talk about the create step and the improve step. I hope this helps. Scotties, I will see you tomorrow, and I can't wait to see your final projects. Tomorrow you're gonna be debugging it with your table. So you're going to be playing your game and having other people at your table play the game. and they're going to write suggestions down. Like, so say one of your buttons doesn't work, or say the backdrop doesn't switch. They're gonna notate that for you so you can fix that before you present it on Friday. Thank you, Scotties. Bye.